Hello, my name is Mike, and his name is Cain.
This is our show, Keck or Cringe. There are two things in this world. There are things that are Keck, and there are things that are cringe. Like I said, this is a shitty fucking show where we decide whether things are shitty or not shitty. Welcome to Keck or Cringe with Cain and Mike.
This week, we decided to talk about the newest chapter of My Hero Academia. I completely forgot what it was called. It was a
Let
shit
me pull
name,
it
though,
up.
so I don't care.
It does have a shit name. It's chapter 232, Special Abilities and Quirks.
What a fucking garbage
Now,
title. I would give that a fucking cringe. That is
the
not
title,
good.
the title is cringe, but the chapter itself is a solid fucking Keck. Like I'm just gonna get
That
my
is
I'm gonna get my review out there right now, and then we'll go in depth about it because there's so much fucking shit I want to talk about. And even though it's the least important, can I just say I fucking love this guy's shitty, doofy ass quirk where his arm just gets real fucking big.
I I have to concur. That was such a weird
It's
fucking thing.
so
I did
fucking
not
stupid, and I
expect that.
love it. It came out of nowhere.
It's like when it is like when Luffy goes gear second, dude. It was so out of the
Exactly.
blue.
It's
It
exactly
was
like that.
insane.
Or better yet, Gear 3.
Okay,
Just because it's exactly
true,
what it is. It's
true.
just Gear 3.
Gear 3.
But, like,
So what did you have to say about it?
I love just the fact that it's like cartoony and it still manages to be extremely serious at the exact same time. So
It
like,
is,
yeah,
I would say it is much like how original My Hero Academia used to be, where it is very goofy, very weird, but it took itself a bit seriously.
exactly. It still felt the exact same within its world. It made sense. I love that they're actually developing on twice. Can I just point out that within 30 seconds of finally using his quirk again, his clones are already confused as to who the original is?
That is such a nice
I
detail
fucking
because
love that.
it's been said before that that is what caused him to break, but now he's showing that it doesn't matter who's the original. Right now, they just need to save everyone.
Exactly. It's not only just bringing up the fact that it already happened, but it's also bringing back the fact that just like he's grown. He's clearly shown that he's
It
grown.
is actual fucking character development in My Hero Academia. Can you believe
Exactly.
that?
I know.
Can I?
I
I really can't because the last few arcs have been quite disappointing in that regard.
Yeah, the last
I
few
did
arcs
not
have been
like
pretty
them.
fucking cringe. I think the last good arc was probably Gentleman.
That is exactly
But
how I
like
feel. The
there's
last
some
good arc
good
was
moments
Gentles.
between Gentles in this, but like a lot of it's just been shit.
During Endeavor's arc, I felt it was quite keck in a way.
Endeavor's
It
arc
was
was
it was
okay.
quite good.
I liked what they did with Endeavor, but the arc itself isn't that good. It was certainly an arc designed to set up more things rather than stand on its own.
Right, right. It was like the what is that arc where they all go to summer camp or whatever it's called.
I know
That
exactly
that's
what the forest arc. I just
yes,
call it
that
that.
arc forest training or something like that. Yes, that
Yeah,
arc is meant to set up future events, which I like.
I do find just the constant bringing up. I don't like the What are they called? The rebel. I'm just gonna call them the rebels. Basically, the other evil organization that the villains association is.
Liberation,
Yeah, the
the
Liberation Group. I
Liberation
don't
Army.
like the Liberation Army. I think their concept is very bland, basic, and stupid. It's basically just, oh, we should let quirks reign free again. Wouldn't that be epic?
Well, actually, in this chapter, it's getting explained that there's a deeper meaning to it, as in quirks are basically still not allowed.
Yeah,
They are still suppressed, even though they've been given names and they have regulations. They're still pretty much just as repressed as they were before.
they're legally
And that
oppressed
is
rather than like physically oppressed.
physically, yes, it's not like you're not a social outcast for having a quirk anymore because it's so common.
But the law
But
itself is going completely against you.
exactly, that's why the hero program is
Yeah.
in effect.
Honestly, I forgot. I didn't know who's that guy that destroys the building at the end. Was that I'm sorry. I'm
That
still
was Shigaraki.
okay. I'm still awful with the names.
Yes, Shigaraki. He's
The hand guy.
the hand boy.
Yeah.
I was gonna
At
say
first,
hand
when
boy.
I had to reread the chapter twice. When I first read it, I thought it was the big guy that they were fighting that just came back and destroyed the building. I do. I still love the fact that
Gargantua or
yeah,
something like
you're the
that.
one. You're the
I
one with
forget.
names, not me. Um,
Right, right, right.
But I still love the fact that Shigaraki considers all this a video game, and he even specifically points out, like, oh, are you the final boss? Hey, wait a second, I remember you from a TV commercial. Even though he's taking it serious, he's still clearly not taking it serious enough.
It is character, Kane. That
I
is what
know,
I
I
love
love,
about
I
this.
like
It
his
is
character.
character.
This is actually showing character. It's not like sticking on one certain thing. I, I like when they're not focusing on the school. Because, like,
Right,
I
right.
really like My Hero Academia Illegals, and I'm really liking this arc so far. I just like when they stop focusing on students. Because it's a
I
huge world out
completely
there.
hated the last part for that. I
Exactly.
hated
The
the last
last
arc for
arc
that.
was complete garbage because it didn't do anything. It was just straight, like, mindless fighting. Nothing happened. Except an ass
And
pull.
even it was masked. It was completely masked as character development when pretty much nothing was gained or learned. It ended the same way it started. All it ended with is fucking Midoriya learning that he has
Gaining an
more
ass
quirks.
pull quirk. Which is
Ex-
stupid and completely ruins everything My Hero Academia has been
Cringe.
doing thus far. It's
It's
complete
cringe.
cringe, 100% cringe. Because up
100%
until
cringe.
then, every single one of Deku's quirks made sense. It was him clearly showing that he's gaining power, or him applying his power in a different way. That's what I've
Right, with his
loved
new
about his
techniques.
quirks. Yeah, with his new techniques. They weren't like sudden power boosts, they were just applying his power in a different way. Exactly how, like, all the gears work when it comes to Luffy. That's what I love about it.
It is what I was going to mention.
It's not like fucking Super Saiyan where it just comes out of nowhere and all it is the next level up. He's actually applying it rather than just gaining a straight power boost.
Right, right, right.
I still I
Well, would you like to go page by page with this, just bringing up
Sure,
anything we
I've
find
just been I've
interesting?
been skimming across all the pages right now. I like
Yeah,
to
I've been
say,
doing that exactly.
we'll just start at the first page. I do love Twice's how Twice is immediately starting off with it, and he's immediately talking about everything he's done. Also,
And
is
just
he
a little,
making?
just a little bit of a flair thing. I think it looks cool because it reminds me of what's his name? Katakuri's Mochi Mochi, like the
Yeah,
way that
yeah.
forms off him. It's really cool.
I do
I
love
love
how it
that
looks.
liquid effect.
Also, is he making clones of the other Villains Association members too, or just him?
Yes,
Okay, he is making
yes,
clones of
he
them.
is. That was super fucking cool when I
Oh
saw
wait,
that.
so that's what happened. It wasn't that he tapped the building. The real person walked up and tapped the building.
Yeah, yeah. They came in.
Oh,
That's what that big ass fist was, and that's why they all kind of scattered because he destroyed them. He destroyed
yeah.
the clones.
Okay, that makes a
I
lot more
love that he
sense.
mentions. Yeah, I love that he mentions that he knows him better than anyone else does because it
Exactly.
kind of like it goes back to him fucking losing his mind for half of
Exactly.
his
He
life
didn't know
so far,
himself at all. He didn't know if
and
he
it's
was him.
it's really fucking cool.
Exactly. I love how Twice has finally like come back together, and yet he's still the exact same. He's still a fucking idiot, but like a lovable
Yes,
idiot.
it is. I always thought he was the best in the villain association, not
Same.
the
He's
villain
he's
association,
always been
League of
my
Villains.
favorite. Villains Association, League of Villains. I don't know, man.
I don't know why, but I get One Punch Man and this mixed up quite a bit when it comes to organizations.
True.
I believe I said Hero Association earlier when it's just called Heroes.
Maybe it's because One Punch Man is parroting stereotypical shonen, and My Hero Academia is just a stereotypical shonen.
We can talk about that in another time. I have a little
Maybe.
bit to say about that. But to continue, I just want to say on this first page, I love that he's just still saying everyone else is a clone.
Exactly. I like the
It's
sound
great.
effect too, just the clump. I
Clone.
want to hear that in the anime. Just like I'm pretty sure if you go back and rewatch Forest Arc, they'll probably have the sound effect. I didn't really pay attention to it when I was watching the
I
anime.
imagine I imagine it sounds like do you know those videos on YouTube where like they cut the foam with the really sharp knives? I imagine it sounds just
I
like that.
haven't heard the audio of those, but I know what you're talking about. On to page 2, technically 3. We're both on Jaimini's box, and second page is just
Right.
credits.
Right.
The fucking repeat after me. Even if I die, I won't die. It should give you a sense of relief. He's trying to give a prep talk to all of his clones.
He's giving a pep talk to himself, and it's reflecting on how he's building his
It's
new
showing that
character.
he's still a fucking scaredy cat, and he has to repeat after himself, even if I die, I won't die. And then
Exactly,
within 30
exactly.
seconds, everybody immediately begins thinking they're the original.
They won't die. They're the original, man.
Yeah,
Can we talk about the League of Villains designs real quick,
I
just from
do
this
like
little
their
spread?
designs.
I think Shigaraki looks a lot better now. He doesn't
One,
look like a fucking meth head. He looks like a villain, if you
that's
know what I
true.
mean.
That's true. Even though it's just a simple change of a coat, I still think the coat 100% helps. Because A, he put on
Yeah.
clothes. When I
And
first
B,
saw him, I swear to God that those little holes on the ends of the hands were gonna shoot bullets.
when I first saw it, I thought they connected to each other and were gonna do something special, but they didn't.
They're purely
So,
for looks, but I'm okay with that.
okay, let's talk about what those hands mean. When it was revealed that those hands were a part of his family that were killed in front of him, it was something that didn't really sit with me quite well because it just like it felt like it wasn't very important, you know?
Yeah, like it just felt it doesn't. And now it still feels like that's just kind of like a useless tidbit, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. Because to me, it felt like a little cheap, like because it doesn't devalue. That's not the word I'm looking for. I guess
Yeah, it's just
it
it's
cheapens it.
unneeded.
It cheapens it. That's the word I guess I'm looking for.
I can see that.
But,
Yeah.
but I still like him either way. He looks fucking dope
Oh yeah, definitely.
nowadays.
It's a cool. It's definitely better than him looking. Even though he still kind of looks like a homeless guy, it's not in a bad way now. I've
Right,
all
I see what you mean.
all the League of Villains designs are good in my opinion. Dobby's is iffy, I guess. I'm not really a fan of just the patchwork skin, but it's not bad per se. I've just always liked their designs, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. All right, want to go on to the next page?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let's get
Then
on
we
it.
have the fucking immediate like grim smug look of this fucking guy. What's his name?
I
I
don't know.
I don't even care
I
what his
don't
name is.
believe
I'm calling
Redestro. His name is Redestro. We can call him that.
Redestra. All right, we'll just go with that for now, even if it may not be.
Right. I believe he does have a real name.
I like how a
But
twice fucking dies and they immediately go, "See, he's a fake."
it's beautiful. Next
Even under
page.
yeah, there's not much to this page other than him looking epic and cool.
This is when they start doing their fight, which is probably still affected by that My Hero Academia has shit paneling because
Yeah,
I
my
can
hair.
barely tell what's going on.
Same. That's a thing that's been consistent with My Hero Academia is just uh fusion.
That's why I hate fighting arcs, and that's why I hate the tournament arcs in the manga.
I think maybe in the but I still think that the tournament arc is good. Alright,
All
twice
right,
the
next
doubles
page.
you've already made. It's now one versus a lot. Did he pause between a lot? Emphasize it, I guess.
It's now one versus
A lot.
a lot, a lot. I feel like that's fucking like him thinking, you know? It's kind of
Yeah.
stupid.
I mean, he
All right,
didn't
next
go to
page.
school. Then we have the
True,
fucking
true.
page of him big ass arm. I fucking love it. It's
It's so
so
goofy.
goofy.
It's so
Exactly.
fucking goofy. I
And
love
you
it.
got his fucking tie. I love the detail with his tie.
That is, yeah, it's swinging and shit. Fuck, I didn't
Yeah.
even really look at this. I just noticed the big ass arm.
I love this panel. I know.
How does
How
his
does his
suit
suit not
expand with
break?
that?
How does his suit not break? Maybe he had it specially.
How does his
Well,
fucking suit work?
here's my idea behind it. He runs a company designed to make equipment to help with people with quirks, so the suit is
You're
probably
fucking right.
specially designed,
Yeah, for people who have like gigantification and shit
or
like
like
that.
specifically for his hand and his hand alone.
Yeah.
Can he make just his hand big, or is it any part of his body? That's my question.
You know, I get a fucking strong Venom vibe from him, you know?
Oh yeah, like the
From
fucking
him and Destro with
yeah.
the fucking symbiote shit. Like a
I can
suit.
see that
That's what
because
I
his
see
fucking
him as.
eye turns black. His face is turning black when he activates his
Yeah,
quirk.
I really like a little bit of a fucking personal thing. I used to draw characters and shit like that just for funsies, and I used to draw this kind of black shit that would just cover people's faces, and I used to think it was super fucking dope, and I still think it is. I
Yeah.
fucking love this so much.
I always loved like how Simba, like how you can see someone's face just like corrupting or infecting.
Right, right.
That's a pretty tech moment there. Tech
That is
panel.
extremely keck.
All right,
That was a keck
next
panel.
panel. All right, on to the next panel. We have the fucking. I think this panel's just okay. It's just a bunch of. I like how they just showed twice, like 5 times, to keep emphasizing he has a bunch of clones now. But I still think it's
I
just a
it's
bunch of.
another one of it's Horikoshi just fucking showing off he can draw hands. The guy's fucking in love with how he draws hands. It's
I
in
really noticed that.
no, the guy it is well documented how fucking good this guy is with hands. Like
Huh.
he's fucking proclaimed like you know how sometimes a character represents a mangaka like that weird egg guy represents one, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Or like.
Horikoshi fucking represents himself with hands, dude. That's how
Mm,
much he's. That's how fucking much he draws this shit. He's really fucking good at this.
yeah, but besides the hands, it's just like a stereotypical panel from like any form of action where everybody freaks out and stares at the camera. And it exactly like that's like no way, exactly like that. So it's
Yeah,
just there. It's an oak. It feels like a filler panel, just to emphasize his big fucking fist.
giant fucking hand, dude. Kira would be proud. Next panel.
Oh yeah, next panel. Then we have everybody getting
He.
swiped away in an instant. Yeah, I
It's
think
like the fucking hand.
I think it's okay. I love how it shows the destruction, but I still just think it's an okay panel.
It's okay. Yeah, I do like the use of white and how
Uh,
it shows motion without actually showing it. You know.
exactly, like how he literally just got rid of that entire area. And I want to point out that the black stuff is falling off. I don't know what that means, but the black stuff on his face is falling off of his face.
Oh, it is. It's like a fucking symbiote, dude. I'm telling you, he's gonna
Yeah.
have
And
symbiote
then you
this
see
shit.
twice, half broken, multiplies his bottom half. Oh no, he doesn't even multiply his bottom half. He makes a clone just so he can talk to Garen.
Yeah, it's really fucking cool.
So the last 3 panels of this page are cool, but the top half is okay. Besides the use of white, which
Okay.
is cool. Next
The,
panel.
the use of white is really cool.
Yeah, next page.
This is an info dump, basically.
Pretty
It's
much.
still. I like the Jiren was given a bit. Jiren, Giren,
Exactly.
what do you
I
call him?
like how Twice is like so like he has such a deep relationship with Garen, not in like a loving way, but just like how they know each other so well that he knows specifically he always uses American spirits with his right hand.
I believe it's he knows everyone extremely well.
That's
That's
true
how he
because
was
he
able to
does have
calm
to learn
them.
everyone extremely well. Helps with,
Right.
but it
Yeah.
also helps him like therapy. Like even though he doesn't know himself well, he knows everybody else well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this talks about how Jiren still leaked their data, which I was kind of upset about when I first read that. But
Understand what that means?
that's how they know so much about them. That's how that
Oh,
one lady
okay,
knew about that one fucking killer queen lady, the one who would just make bombs out of anything. That's how she knew about Toga. That's how they knew about all of them.
that makes sense.
And he leaked that. That's why they tortured him. And I was kind of pissed off about that at first because they felt like Giran wouldn't do that. I didn't feel he was that kind of guy, but it's not even about what kind of guy he is. It was just how much he was put through, you know.
Yeah, exactly. He's broke.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that Redestro keeps talking about how they're just playing. They don't
And
know like anything. They just focus on the destruction of humanity. They don't have actual goals or anything. Just
he just
broken
thinks he's
people.
above them.
He is 100% placing himself on a pedestal, and I like that.
Yeah,
So
I
would
do
you
like
do
that whole
well to
snobby.
scatter in the face of our
And
ambition?
then
It
another thing
is
I'd like to point out is you can see the block for and I can't tell if that's him like if that's him trying to show shadows or if it's like having a deep
I think it's
quirk.
reapplying. I think it's reapplying his quirk, his suit.
Maybe that's what his quirk is. His quirk is he can just like create a bigger version something around it. Arm is creating a big around his.
Possibly like adding foam onto something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Next page, page
Yeah,
10. I really do like how the fucking sound effects are still there,
I
even
like.
though the swipe line is there.
Yeah, you get the slap. You can swipe. Sound effect, swipe line. See the Destro's face, which I really there. What does it
Weird
mean?
thing is, weird thing is, I believe he had a full max before, but he slapped him, and now the left side is left with the paint or whatever it is. I don't know.
Maybe directly below it, left side. That's
Yeah, it does.
going. And bringing up of how court that the law is holding back. I don't. I like the. I don't like the.
I believe they're a necessary evil. I believe this is pretty logical for someone like this to exist. Maybe not to this
It
scale.
makes sense why it exists. I'm just not a fan.
I don't believe the scale of it. It's been going on for years and years, but I just don't believe the scale of it.
Yeah, true.
Right,
Seems
right, right. Although
like
that
some
could have
BS.
been a bluff. That could have been a bluff. We
Well, they
still
say
haven't
it's a
gotten
bluff,
full
but then
confirmation.
also the entire city attacks them. So
Not really. It's got a bunch of fucking people in their team. But, no.
maybe I highly doubt it's
Also,
a
that
bluff though.
puppeteer guy. I believe he was a puppeteer.
He was a
The
bluff.
guy from the last fight. Yeah, that could have also contributed to the numbers or the scale of it, you know? Anyways, this wasn't okay. This is when it starts getting to that info dump about the
Yeah, the rest of
mother of
this
course.
chapter is just one big info dump explaining.
The fighting is pretty cool though, because
The fight is
it's
definitely.
just fucking it's twice creating more Shigarakis just to
Oh, is
create
that
that.
what's going on?
Yeah,
Makes a lot more sense. I thought it was just the one. See, I guess describing this definitely helps because I didn't even realize he had cloned them.
yeah. This buy it too much anymore.
I like
Maybe it
Shigaraki getting
seems more
fucking
stable.
on that second
Shit,
panel.
he got fucked, dude.
Yeah,
He got fucking Lucci'd out of that building.
exactly.
I don't. It feels kind of fantasy-ish, even though it's definitely plausible. It feels like one of those tales you would tell about how It feels like a bold-faced lie, really. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it feels like some form
Feels
of
like
propaganda.
justification, yeah. Because it's a perfect woman coming out. Her child is like disheveled, beaten up. She said, "My child is quirky." So
Child's
you
kind of
know,
quirky though.
yeah, that's basically what she says. They explain this is the origin of a quirk, the name quirk. You know,
Yeah, I wonder
I
what the
feel like
first
it's
quirk was. Oh wait, no, I remember
uh,
now. It was a baby glowing.
it was a good yeah. I was about to say it's the baby
Yeah,
glow, and that's possibly a reference to biblical shit. Not getting into that.
yeah, no, it's not something I pay attention to.
That's it's kind of cringe.
It's
All
kind of
right,
cringe, bro. But yeah, the next,
next.
yeah, next page. It's still more of Shigaraki just getting fucking. They get kind of
I,
edgy with white eyes.
I
Just more
fucking
plot
love
point.
that.
But the
Fuck
white
you. I
eyes,
love
I'm
that
not
shit.
saying they're bad. I'm just saying they're edgy. I like how it's just
They're
edgy.
heck beyond belief.
Something beyond belief, but they're good.
They're great to me.
I always like when they have the speech bubbles that are like transparent. Tell what's going on behind them. I still love
Yeah.
fucking Destro's big arm is. Looks like fucking Birkin from Resident Evil 2.
He does. He does. He totally looks like Birkin. Oh my
Big
god.
fucking arm. Tiny arm, the head slightly to the side.
If he just had a giant fucking eye on it, it would be perfect.
Exactly.
Damn, I didn't even realize it. I still wonder about the child of Destro because I believe it was said that it's a title passed on, and that makes me think that this quirk is somehow able to be passed on. or maybe
What was this? I don't think this was Destro's quirk though. I think it's just a title itself.
no,
It's not.
Destro did have that face thing that he has. Not it was never shown like with wide eyes, but he did have that black like smudge on his face, you know,
Maybe. Maybe it could
and
be
that
just like
could have been it.
how children pass their quirks on to their how parents pass their quirks on to their children. Maybe it's just a case of that, and this guy
Yeah,
actually is the child of Destro.
I believe and don't believe that
I
to an
believe.
extent.
I
I
think the top branch are all actually Destro's kids, because they said
maybe
Destro had kids before he died.
yeah to pass on his legacy and stuff.
Exactly. So I think it's that. Oh, he did state his name. He is Re Destro. The child of
Read
Destro,
Destro.
I have inherited its will and have sworn to see it through. I am Re Destro. Shit name, good design.
Yeah, he has a name though. I'm fairly sure he has a name. I'd have to check it afterwards, but I'll call him
Yeah.
Read Destro for now.
Yeah.
His goofy fucking toucan
Well,
nose. It's
maybe
fucking
that's his real name, but his fake name is the one he uses publicly. He still runs the huge. Calling himself Re
oh, true,
Destro in public probably wouldn't help.
true. All right, next page.
Yeah. I like this. I don't think it's good, but I like it.
It's pretty silly. I think it's fairly
I
silly.
like the fucking
See,
bottom
look
left
right
where
there.
it's
He
just
is making.
tab.
Look to the left. He is making Shigarakis. I told you.
Okay, yeah,
He's
true,
making
true. That
Shigaraki.
definitely.
I didn't expect him to show up. I have no idea why, but leading into this, I didn't expect him to show up. I thought this would be a full-on twice versus Redestro fight,
I
but I'm super fucking glad that he came in at the very end and we were just able to fucking clear house.
Yeah, I like just the fucking tap. Nothing cool added to it. It's just a light tap to the building, and all of a sudden the whole fucking thing goes.
It'll definitely be overplayed in the anime, though. You
Oh,
already
one hundred
know.
percent. They're gonna have like a fucking full minute long scene of Shigaraki walking up to the building and just like slamming his fist onto
And it just keeps replaying. Doom, doom, fucking different angles. Doom. And then like little
it.
rumblings.
It's like, have you seen that one clip
little
online of the fucking Bollywood drama show where the lady walks in
yeah.
and she stares straight forward and there's like 18 different angles of her, each with their own sound effect?
yeah. Yeah. All right. Again, he's just berating him. He's berating him, saying they're a bunch of little babies. And I
Bunch
mean,
of
we have
fucking
some
diaper head babies.
like, cringe ass babies. I give the League of Villains
Our
a
league is
cringe.
nothing but cringe. We are the true keck villains.
Fucking liberation keks, dude.
Next panel. There's not much to this one.
Just destruction. It's just destruction.
Yeah, it's pure destruction.
And Redestro comes out giant as fuck,
Ooh,
dude.
that's
I'm
true.
telling
His
you.
entire body is huge now. I didn't even
Yeah.
notice that. It looks like fucking what's his name? Fucking Spider, the guy in Into the Spider Verse.
Yeah. He looks like fucking Kingpin.
Kingpin, that's his name. I was gonna say like Bullwig or something. I was way off.
What the fuck? Okay.
He looks like Kingpin from Spider Verse. I want
The
to
next
edit.
panel, next
Yeah,
panel
next panel.
with the next panel with Shigaraki, again, that's really fucking cool.
Yeah, I think this whole panel's cool. I love the fact when he calls him the final boss. And
Yeah,
then he
once again.
specifically points out the Detnerat commercial. Like, I want to have a
Uh,
choice for your answer, and it's the final fucking page. And Deku's stupid fucking face is in the bottom right corner.
I hate I I'm glad you noticed that because I fucking hate that. It looks
It
so
ruins the
goofy.
fucking panel.
It does.
Overall,
Well,
this chapter had some cringe moments in it, but this was it. My Hero Academia is finally fucking getting good again. And I'm gonna be so sad because I
I
know it's gonna go back to being shit the moment they start focusing on Deku and friends again.
yes, I completely agree with that statement. However, I would like to say that I do not find the cringe aspects of it to be as cringe as you sell them to be.
I think that's just
I
my
whole
personal pet peeves turning into that.
yes, I wholeheartedly believe this is the best chapter that My Hero Academia has had in over a year and a half now.
Yeah, it's fucking insane to think we had just a of shit chapters, or like at best not shit, but like at best decent.
I would say at best it was okay. It was passable. It was okay.
I
I'm
give
not fucking
My
pissed
Hero
off either.
Academia chapter 232 a keck.
I give My Hero Academia Chapter 232 Special Abilities and Quirks
Say that
a
shit
cat.
title. I give the
Yes, I
title a
may.
cringe, but the chapter itself a keck.
Well, I would like to thank you all for listening to us talk about My Hero Academia. We plan on coming back with literally anything. Expect more manga, random topics, lists, probably.
Yep.
Really, just expect
Fuck
anything.
all. It's a shitty fucking show with shitty fucking topics. But we're gonna
And we will always try to see if something is keck or cringe.
tackle it.
Goodbye.